Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. We've got one heck of a sleeper right here. This car has most of its original paint. It's a virgin rust-free body, original interior, but that's not the best part. It has a high-end driveline underneath that hood and underneath the car. It's a world-class 426 Hemi block that's been completely built, Keith Black pistons, dyno tuned. It's got a built 727 automatic, a built Dana 60 rear end, all new suspension and steering. This thing is cool. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all the specs, and there's a lot of specs here. There's so many details which will be posted on the website. And it's also where you can find 100 pictures or more from top to bottom, and that's where you'll find the price. Not only on this car, but we do have a few hundred collector cars that are all for sale. Go to volocars.com. If you're interested in the videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon, and you will be notified as new ones are posted. But for right now, you better buckle your seatbelts. Let's go for a spin in this 67 Coronet Hemi. Yeah, she's a sleeper car. Who would think that? There's $40,000 worth of mechanicals underneath this car. Speaking of underneath the car, the floors are absolutely original, rock solid. They have the factory undercoat, the floors, the frame rails, everything is just rock solid, clean, original metal. The front end is completely rebuilt. I mean, everything in the steering, the suspension has all been replaced. And very detailed, itemized records on this car. I mean, very detailed. You could spend the weekend reading all this stuff. The 727 Trans has a Hemi torque converter in it, completely rebuilt. It's got a large tube drive shaft with new U-joints. It's got a big Meloden extra capacity oil pan. I'm pretty sure it's a high torque starter. It is a high torque starter as well. The rear end is a Dana 60. That's a heavy duty rear end. I think it's 373 sure grip gears in the back, and it's all rebuilt. The axles, the yoke, the chrome cover, that's all redone. The brakes have been all redone. They did put disc in the front. The rear drums are rebuilt. New wheel bearings. The list goes on, but everything under the car is all done, and it is a performance-built trans and rear end. The body on the car is actually 100% original, is literally what it says here in the notes. Rust-free, 100% original, and I would have to agree with that. I mean, all the gaps are spot on, flush. There's no bubbles, no blisters, no damage. It is straight. It all just fits real nice, super nice. Most of the paint is original. They painted the top here, not the trunk lid, just that, and around there, only if you're looking for it. Now that I told you, you'll notice it, but it's not noticeable to anyone that walks up to the car. And then what they did is they prepped and they clear coated the whole car, so that's why it has a nice glossy finish. It's more durable now, so it's mostly original paint with a clear coat finish was reapplied, or was applied for the first time. The glass is all the original. It's crystal clear. All the stainless trim is polished and straight and shiny. It has a 1974 Pennsylvania sticker on the windshield over there. Door handles have a little pitting. They're original. The mirror's got a couple freckles. It's original. The moldings down the side are clean and straight. The 15-inch Cragar wheels are new. It has Kumho tires, fatter tires in the back. The trim on the car, the bumpers I should say, they're original too. They have a little patina, but they're straight and everything fits nice. They look good, but they're not new. Original antenna. I'm going to set this down. We're going to open that hood. So World Class makes the engine block. And then there was another professional company that built the motor. It's a dyno tuned engine. It was like 496 horsepower and similar torque. I have the dyno sheet and all that will be posted on the website. Hard to memorize all of it. It has Keith Black pistons, forged crank, forged rods, ARP bolts, high volume oil pump, comp cam, cam and valve train. The list goes on and on. The interior is all original except for new carpet. The seats are excellent condition. He had clear plastic seat covers made up and installed to protect the original fabric because he said you can't get that. So that's why the seat covers were put on. Just like they clear coated the exterior. Now it's time to preserve the car. You'll rarely see this, a Mopar with all original clean metal, and it's all the original paint. Right here is a crayon marking that told the assembly line worker what size spare to put in there. And speaking of spare, it has one of the original tires for a spare. It's got the jack assembly, and it's all original paint and metal in here, and it's in really nice shape. The rubber mat's probably been replaced. That looks new. It's got a super nice preserved trunk compartment. The interior is really impressive. The door panels, if he didn't tell me this was all original, I'd be telling you the door panels are new, the seats are new, the headliner's new because it looks that way, but it's all original except the carpet. The whole dash area is excellent. I'm looking at the chrome is sparkling, the plastic is nice, nothing's cracked or cut or beat up. There is a mini tachometer and an oil pressure gauge. They carefully mounted on the column. They did not cut up the dash. So back in here, it's got two 600 Edelbrock carbs. I see they have electric chokes. They have Edelbrock aluminum heads, aluminum water pump, a Champion aluminum 3-core radiator with an overflow bottle. It's a Mallory ignition system, new alternator, dual reservoir master cylinder, reproduction Mopar battery with the proper bracket, new cables. I opened the glove box. It's super clean inside there. Has the original fender tag. We have the original build sheet. We have the original CERTA card. So it's got some neat stuff that pertain to the original car. And then it has all the specs and, I mean, complete engine specs down to the bearing sizes and tolerances and everything. We have the dyno sheet that'll all go with the car. Lots of paperwork in those folders there. So why don't we fire it up? It does, I don't know if it has power steering or not. No, it is manual steering and manual brakes, but it's a dual reservoir. I know what I'm forgetting. TTI exhaust system. It's an aluminized 3-inch exhaust system going all the way out the back, and it has TTI coated headers. There's some really wild looking headers on this thing. All right, now let's fire it up. Door jambs are real nice original. It's an old vintage oil change sticker. You can't really read it too well, but it's kind of cool. I ain't even touched the gas pedal. Didn't even touch it once. But now I'm going to. Aside from a squeaky belt, you hear how tight that motor is? I mean, it's responsive. Hood shuts nice and square and solid. that's a sweet idle, and that's a tight motor. Hear how I shut it off and it shuts off. I give it the gas, it gives it the gas. Aside from a stupid, annoying, squeaky belt, this thing is built right. And again, it comes with all the specs. Someone's gonna have fun with this car. It's just a great sleeper. You got a nice survivor car with one kick-ass drivetrain in it. That's my impression of this car. Now you can go to volocars.com. There's plenty of ways to contact the salesman. If you have specific concerns or questions, they'd be more than happy to help you. They can also get this car shipped anywhere in the world. We have financing available, so go to volocars.com. If you just enjoyed watching the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on that bell icon, and you will be the first to see the next video that's posted. Thanks for watching.